Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura. Thank you for joining us today for another free live webinar. We host these every second Wednesday of the month. However, this month's a little bit different. Our content is always changing. Today, we're talking about thriving in and post-pandemic. And to do that, we have special guest, Kalee Taylor. Thank you for joining us today, Kalee.
Of course. Hi, guys.
So Kalee, a little bit about her. We've known each other for a while. She's from Colorado. She was a realtor for several years here in the state. However, in 2019, she had an opportunity to move to Arizona with her husband and 3 kids. And now she works for a large mortgage company and also works as a liaison for realtors. So Kalee, thank you for joining us straight off an airplane from Hawaii. I don't know how you pulled this off, but thank you. So why don't you just tell us a little bit more about exactly what your role is at the company?
Yeah, of course. Hey, guys. Nice to see everybody. So as a former realtor in Denver, I moved to Phoenix 2 years ago, and I did not want to start over as a realtor in a brand new market where I did not know anybody. That was a bit intimidating, and the market down here is a little saturated with agents. So I had the opportunity to join with Fairway Independent Mortgage and be their business development and marketing director. So there's about 27 people on our team, including myself. And what I do is I meet with all of our realtor partners and try to help them to help understand their origination strategies and what we can do to help them bring in more business and how we can support and be a partner in their business. So we do that in a variety of different ways by offering them the tools that we use or partnering with them financially on leads or whatever it may be. So that is what I do. So instead of being a realtor, I'm just kind of on the other side of the coin working for the lending side down here.
Nice. So I'm sure through 2020, you saw a lot of agents succeed and probably a few, unfortunately, fail.
Yes.
So what are some of those tools, or what did they do throughout 2020 that made them successful?
Yeah, so what I see, because I meet with agents every single day, and like all of you, I'm sure everybody does their business differently. There's agents that their entire business thrives on nothing but leads and cold calling and door knocking. And there's some people that are absolutely never going to do that, and they want to focus strictly on their sphere of influence, their database, anybody that they know or talk to on a daily basis. So obviously the tools are going to change depending on how you like to do your business. So what I saw work, aside from the people who have the financial ability to contribute, thousands of dollars a month to Realtor.com or Zillow leads, I like to meet with the people who, do more of a grassroots effort and try to bring in business from their database. So first off, as a former realtor, I used Boomerang when I lived in Denver and was an agent. It was like the first thing I did was I put everybody on my list in my Boomerang contacts and had those going out every single month. So I liked Boomerang and I still like it. I still try to get agents here to use it because I believe it's such a great product, but it's just some set it and forget it. It goes out on your behalf every single month. It's automated. You don't need to think about it. The other thing I liked is that I could look up the deals that were upcoming. And if it was a good one, I would always order blank ones, and I would take those with me to open houses or just carry them around in my purse and hand them out to people, because you always throw away a business card. But if there's something in hand that's an item of value and free, nobody's going to throw that away for some reason. They just don't. Like if I'm walking out of an open house with a free smoothie at Jamba Juice, I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna hang on to it. I'd go to my friends' houses. They would be hanging on the refrigerators, or I'd get a text saying, "Hey, Kalee, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this card. I love it." So I've been really big on trying to get agents down here to sign up on it, because I'm all about automation. What can I do and sign everyone up and not have to think about it, and then they're going to see my face every single month. Secondly, we've had huge success with HomeBot. I don't know if any of you are familiar with HomeBot, but I try to get as many agents as possible to use it because again, it's another set it and forget it automated touch that's going out to your monthly, to your database every single month. So what it is they're getting a digest every single month emailed to them, and it's specific to their house. So versus a market update or, you know, a zip code, it's specific to their house. The data is pulled from title, and you can see how much equity they have in the house. They watch their value go up every single month. They can see how much they could rent it out for every month, how much they could Airbnb it, how much money they would save over the life of the loan if they paid an extra $50 a month, $250. It's super easy to read, really interactive.
And
People love it.
yeah, and I can attest to that. And obviously, we're not endorsed by HomeBot,
No.
but I am definitely a right brain thinker, and I love Boomerang. Obviously, that's why I work for the company. But this HomeBot speaks to me as well because it's hard for me with, you know, numbers and everything, and they just simplify it. So when it does come to my inbox every month, it's really nice to know exactly what my home is worth, how much equity is in it, and I personally love getting those every month. And the click rate is high. It's like 60%, right?
Yeah. So our branch does a lot of email marketing. My branch manager, I mean, that he's built a lot of his business just on constant marketing, and he sends out stuff, emails, and you know, HomeBot and everything. And HomeBot has the highest open rates out of anything that we send out. It's about a 60% open rate. Which is really high for email marketing. And it's because people enjoy the information. They actually like reading about it. The other cool thing is that you can see how many, from your dashboard, you can see how many times people have opened the emails, who opened it, what time. So I've seen ones where people have opened it like 16 times. That might be somebody you want to reach out to and offer to like do a CMA for or something, you know? So for me, that's a huge one. Another one is newsletters, sending out a email newsletter every single month. We use MailChimp. It's free as long as you're not sending out more than 2,000 a month. And just make it personalized. If you're using a CRM and it's sending them out on your behalf every month, your people are probably getting that from at least one or two other agents, and it's not going to look genuine. You didn't put any time into it. Use an hour a month to make a personalized monthly newsletter. Put a picture at the top of something you did the month before that they can immediately tell that you wrote it and it's specific to you. So the first top half should be personal. The second bottom half can be about your business. You know, here's where rates are at. This is what the market's doing. If you have any questions, contact me. But just kind of make it about yourself. And my branch manager does that. He gets direct return business every month. People replying to his email. Oh my gosh, your kids are so cute in Flagstaff. Just literally anything like that. And that's a third monthly touch every month. And it's been important for people over the last year to make sure that they're staying in front of their clients. I mean, now more than ever, I know that a lot of the markets are really wild right now with people, in bidding wars, and it's just always important to stay top of mind with everybody.
Good question. Going back to MailChimp, when I've sent that out in the past, it tends to go to spam. So how does your manager do that so it's more personalized, going directly to the recipient?
So instead of sending it from MailChimp directly or sending it out through MailChimp, he's had success with sending it to himself first and then sending it out from there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it also is less likely to go to spam if you have, the more information you have, the better. So if you're just throwing in an email and into MailChimp and not putting a first name or last name or anything like that, it's more than likely going to go to spam. It could freeze your account, like mail. They don't want to be seen as like a spam website. So the more information you have on your people, the better. So if you have a first name, last name, email address, you're going to need an email address, but property address, phone number, anything. If you can put as much information in there as possible, it's going to be less likely to be seen as spam. Yes.
All I see is Kalee on the screen, so it's hard to know that other people are watching. So if anyone does have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat or the Q&A, and we'll address them as we go. So
Yes,
yes.
happy to answer questions. I also wanted to mention just a couple more things. And these are just all really easy ways to, aside from the first three that I just listed, but I know a realtor who is phenomenal at pop buys. Um, as soon as the pandemic hit last year, or not as soon as, but it was around the 4th of July. So we all know where the country was at and the state of everything. It was right when the mask mandates became mandatory pretty much everywhere. So what she did was she created a little pop by gift and went around to all of her clients, and it was like a red, white, and blue little bags of kettle corn, and then like American flag face masks and some sparklers and a little tag that said "Have a poppin' 4th of July," and like went around and dropped that off at everybody's house. So it was just a great way to be like, the American flag face mask. This was all new to us. So I was like, oh my gosh, look at these things. This is so cute. And then every time she does this, I see her tagged on Facebook, Instagram, everything. People saying, oh my gosh, I have the best realtor ever. Look how cute this is. Most of the stuff she orders off, Amazon or gets it at the Dollar Tree, puts it together with the cute little tag. And she does it quarterly. So always switching it up. It could be the 4th of July. It could be Valentine's Day, with donuts, saying, I do not know what I would do without you. Yes. Or yeah.
It's the little things that count and that
It,
go a long way. And yes, you have to put some time and effort into that. But
yes.
quarterly, I mean, how many people is she doing that for, you think?
I would guess probably 50 to 60.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And
I
the
mean,
response that she gets is probably phenomenal. So
yeah. Well, it's time consuming. Yes. But she's getting at her name. I mean, everyone posts about it. So she's getting, free advertising and staying in front of people. And I know every time I've received stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Like, how did I never think of this? Because I never did stuff like that when I was an agent. And now that I see what she does, I'm like, this is genius.
yes.
So
We actually had a Boomerang subscriber, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see these cards, but these are the Boomerang cards. So around the holidays, they would tie a candy cane or something special to the cards and take them door knocking.
yeah, yep.
I would
Yeah.
prefer if people did it, consistently once a quarter, what have you. But I thought that was just such a nice little touch that meant a lot to the people in her farm area and made her just stand out just a little bit more. So
Yep, I know. I actually I mentioned that to a lot of agents down here when I talk with them, and if people ask, they're like, well, what about using these boomerang cards for farming? Absolutely. Drop by. Instead of giving something with like market stats on it that someone's just going to throw away, you're saying, hey, I just want to drop off a free cookie at Crumble. I mean, who doesn't love Crumble?
I love Crumble.
I mean,
That's a fact.
it is. They're the best. I'm not gonna lie. So those are just ways. I mean, that's why I love Boomerang, because you can use it in a variety of different ways. But take that with all the other things that I just listed, and obviously consistency is key, as is anything. But more importantly, in real estate, as most of you know, you may not see instant results, but like everything that you keep doing month after month after month, you're going to have results no matter what.
Right.
And then the other thing is just staying in touch with people. Call them on their birthday, text them on their birthday, comment on their stuff on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Just if you're always staying in front of them and staying top of mind, you're going to be the person that they're thinking of when they're ready to buy or sell. Bottom line.
Set yourself apart from other realtors. So
Yeah.
these little touches really do set you apart. I think there's a stat out there that 94% of realtors don't stay in touch consistently.
No.
94%, that's insane. That means 6% of people are, and the ones that are, what are they using? Maybe
Yep.
home or Boomerang, but just taking it a step further, you're setting yourself apart already. So
Yep.
It's a great
Yep.
idea.
I know. And those are the ones I see, the ones that are successfully, consistently doing everything month in and month out, and not stopping. You're already setting yourself apart from, like you said, literally the rest of your competition.
And this doesn't have to be expensive. I mean,
No.
how much, I know for Boomerang, because I work for the company, it's 87 cents per card.
Yeah.
And sending value out. I mean, just these two cards in my hand is like $70 in value.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how much HomeBot is. Do you happen to?
So HomeBot is relatively inexpensive. So you can do HomeBot for up to 25 people for free every single month. So even if you wanted to try it or you didn't have a lot of people just yet, you can do it for 25 people for free for as long as you want. And then if you go more than 25, you can have up to 500 people for only 25 dollars a month, as long as your lender is sponsoring you. So if you have a lender sponsoring you, the lender pays for 50%. So we would pay for $25, and then the agent would pay for $25, and you can have up to 500 people in there. And then if you go more than 500, it's can you hear me? My microphone thing just popped up. Okay. And then if you go more than 500, it's an extra $10 a month. So
Not bad at all.
yeah, no, not bad at all. So I really like HomeBot, Boomerang, and those are really the only two that cost money monthly. If you're doing a monthly newsletter, it's free as long as you're not doing more than 2,000. And the idea with that too is to just set up a template. So every month you're just swapping out a few photos, swapping out some language, and then send it out. So.
Right. And then I just want to go back to Boomerang. I mean, how can I not? It's such a great product. Just if you guys don't know what it is, we partner with businesses, and every month, like Kalee said, we feature something free on a postcard, and then we mail it out to your SOI, your sphere. So they're getting high value items from you. Like we mentioned, crumble cookies. Maybe they're not in every state, but they're really hot here. I mean, in Colorado, where I am, we've done free lift tickets. We just did Elitches, which is run by Six Flags, this past month, and it's valid through the summer. So I know what I'll be doing with my kids. So just really high value things customized with your photo, logo, contact information. And it's just set it and forget it. It's super easy to do. So thank you for that plug, Kalee. I just
Yeah, of course.
knew what we were referring to. Does anyone, now's a good time, maybe, does anyone have any questions that you want to throw out there in regards to HomeBot, Boomerang, MailChimp, newsletters? What else did we talk about? Door knocking.
Bot buys, anything.
Can you think of anything else, Kalee, that successful agents have done that has kept them thriving through 2020 and beyond?
I think just not giving up, and the consistency.
Yeah.
That's really like in this business, if you are consistent, and that's, I mean, same with lenders, like my branch manager, he has built an entire huge book of business off of consistently doing the same things over the last 14 years. I mean, and he started with himself and now has a team of almost 30 people. So, I mean, just from doing the same things day in and day out, staying disciplined, and you will already beat most of your competition just by doing those things. Picking the things that work for you, start out with a few so you're not overwhelmed, and consistently doing them over time, and you'll do great. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah, don't overthink it.
Yep, that's right.
Exactly. Do what you can within your budget. It's best to focus on your top 50 to 100 people if you're a newer agent. And I mean, stay consistent versus wiping out your marketing dollars to like a farming area, 500 plus.
Yeah.
Some agents do. So, I mean, it's okay to start small and grow as you can. So, and where are you licensed, Kalee? Because
Yeah. So yeah, we do have so Fairway Mortgage is pretty much, they're pretty much everywhere, but my team, we're licensed in California, Colorado, Tennessee, Virginia, South Dakota, Minnesota, Washington State, Wisconsin, and New Hampshire. So if anyone on here is looking for a new lender partner, we are always looking for new agents to partner with. So, and we can help in any of those states, and also refer you out to anyone else.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to get to our final screen here. So I think we covered kind of what we wanted to in regards to being successful, and some awesome tools that people can use to stay successful. So I want to thank you, first of all, Kalee, for doing this with me, especially coming right off an airplane from Hawaii.
Okay.
And then I want to open it up to all of you out there who are listening to this. Thank you for joining us as well. And please let us know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we might just keep talking.
I know. I know.
Let's see. Okay. Well, okay. Unfortunately, I can only see the Q&A and not the chat. So I might have to stop sharing my screen to see that. Interesting. Well, before I do that, here's our contact information. So you can always reach me if you have any questions in regards to Boomerang. I am located in Colorado, but I'm more than happy to help anybody. And then Kalee's information as well. Like she said, she's licensed in many states and more than happy just to have a conversation if you'd like.
Yeah.
So take
That's
a
right.
screenshot. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and see if there's any questions in the chat. Just a lot of thank yous. So awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, and we hope to see you at our next webinar.
Yes. Thank you for listening to me, guys. I appreciate it.
You're awesome.
And thank you for having me, Laura and Boomerang. I love you guys. And, I just think that it's the best. So
well, we are.
I'm finally in Arizona.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. We'll see you.
Yep. Bye, guys.